got any question?
No.
You got any question?
I was asking.
Okay, what was you asking?
I was asking what this all pamphlets y'all had on
Oh, is that the only information that we have on it? Well, right now that's the only information that we have that's available. But you can find all of that stuff right here in the Bible.
Okay.
Everything that you see there, you can find there in the Bible.
Yeah, but I don't know where to look.
Well, okay, well just listen up. Yeah. Listen up. First, let me ask you a question. Do you see yourself on this sign? Okay, you see yourself. What about you, brother? Do you see yourself? According to your father, do you see? Is he any of these people on this sign?
Yeah, I see some. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so if you see yourself on the sign according to your father, then you are the 12 tribes. You are of the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Now we're gonna show you some things. That this image right here. Who is this? Let me ask you another question. Who is this?
Cesare Borgia.
Well, we know you know.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, let me tell you. That right there is Caesar Borgia. But what the world knows him as is Christ.
Okay.
Again, I said the world knows him as Christ. But is he Christ? We're going to go into the scriptures and get some understanding and see, is this man Christ? Or he's just an image that the world pushed off as Christ? So we're going to start in Revelation 1:1. Call it and read it.
Revelations chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Okay, the revelation of Jesus Christ. Do you know what that means? The revelation.
It's the image of him, the understanding of Jesus.
It's to reveal.
Right.
That's what that means. The root word is reveal. Okay, read.
Which God gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Okay, so to show his servants things that will shortly come to pass. Now we're going to go and we're going to get a better description of Christ, his actual flesh description. Read.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. So any image that you ever seen of so-called Christ, has he ever had white woolly hair? He's always had this stringy brown or stringy blonde, right? Blue eyes, right? Blue eyes, right? So far, does this sound like what we're reading out of here? Does it sound like a revealing? Okay. Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now his eyes were as a flame of fire. And again, like I said, normally you see what? Blue eyes. You don't see eyes of a flame of fire. Okay, read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Now his feet look like fine brass. What color is brass? It's brown, right? So once again, we're gonna go back to this image. And any image that you ever seen of so-called Christ, you've never seen a. Hold on, just listen. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Come and listen. Come and listen. So according to this, do you see that image? Do you see brown? Do you see white woolly hair? Do you see eyes of fire? Okay, read.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
Because Christ spoke loud. He was commanded to speak loud, just like we are commanded to speak loud so everybody can hear, so he can edify the masses. He wasn't a soft-speaking, what's one of these pastors you'll know? Creflo Dollar, Joel Osteen. He wasn't a soft speaker like that. He was an austere, a stern man.
Can I say something?
Come on over.
No, listen, man, I like the kingdom, man, but you're not supposed to do it there. That's not right. Even it said in the Bible, say his skin was bronze, his hair was as nappy as the sheep.
Right, but listen, you're not listening. That's what I just said, out of this Bible. What we letting you know is this is a false image. Y'all pay attention. This image here is a false image, according to the scriptures.
That's
You're
right.
making the same point. We both making the same point. You gotta listen. Listening is an art, bro. So just listen, and we're gonna give you another description. Now, did you know that God looked like Christ, or Christ looked like God? Not a puff of smoke. He actually had a body. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I never read about it. No.
Listen, we didn't know until we read it also.
Okay.
We went, you know, see another thing, along with this image comes lies, falsehood, false religions like Easter, Christmas. All that stuff comes with this image. It's
Bring
more
it out.
than just the image. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to show you what we have to do. In fact, just before I get there, let me tell you what we have to do. Give me 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. We're going to show you what we have to do. And that's the reason why we're out here. 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. Call it and read it.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God.
Every high thing, like this image, that exalts itself above the image of God, above the words of God. This right here, when people see this image, they push the Bible to the side and just go solely on this image. And what goes along with that image is the doctrine with that image. The Christian churches push this image and the doctrine that follows it. Most High says no homosexuality. What do they say? Come as you are. It doesn't really matter how you come. He loves everybody. He's going to judge he's not going to judge everybody. In fact, is what they say. Nobody can judge anybody, right? But that's what comes with that image. Now let's go back to God. Now we're going to show you that God had a body. He had color. Read.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Ancient of Days. So he was before time. So that lets you know that it's talking about God, not Christ.
Whose garment was white as snow.
Now, to have a garment, you have to have a body. It wasn't like Casper the Ghost, where it's just some wind. You get what I'm saying? So to have a garment, you have to have a body. Read.
And the hair of his head,
right? Oh, there you go. Hold on. Let it speak for itself. Go ahead.
like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
So you see that there? So you see that not only did Christ did not look like this, he looked like a black man. He looked like us, but with a beard, like this brother here or this brother here. In fact, closer to this brother here, dark skin, or like that brother with white woolly hair. And then his father, the same thing. Go to John 9:24.
The only thing right about this here picture is that back then they believed that whatever grew on the body was God meant to be, so they didn't shave. That's like you don't shave. They grew
Are you saying that's in the Bible or?
That was in ancient times.
The ancient time. Okay, well, we don't deal too much with ancient times. Only ancient times we deal with is this Bible. I appreciate the information, but this is what we go by.
It was written by men of power. I mean, it states like even the King of England wrote the Bible, and it tells you that he wrote it because he had to try to stop his people from killing and pillaging.
Well, the King of England didn't write this Bible.
No, he transferred it into English.
Translated. You talking about King James, and did you know he was a black man?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, see? Like I told y'all gonna learn something you never heard before today. He was a black man. He
was Moorish. It was Moorish.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. You can say that, but you know what Moor means? Do you know what that means? It means black. So that's tying back into, to me and you on the same page. You just need a little more information. Hold on, wait, hold on. We're gonna get some more information for you. I believe I said 24.
John chapter 9 verse 24. Then again called they the man that was blind, and said unto him, Give God the praise. We know that this man is a sinner. He answered and said,
Wait, hold on. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay, but what I wanted to show you is Christ said, if you've seen me, you've seen the Father. So right there you see Christ was black, God was black. with woolly hair, and he had a body. So now we're going to show you some other things that you didn't know about Christ. That, remember you said you saw yourself on this sign. A lot of us out here come from the tribe of Judah. Hebrews 7:14. Christ came from the tribe of Judah. We came from the same lineage. A lot of us came from the same bloodline that Christ came from. That's another thing. He was not immaculately conceived. An angel didn't come and pump up Mary. He had a father, a mother and a father.
Bring it out.
So he came from the same tribe that we came from. Come on over.
Who you saying had a mother and a father?
You said that's not what the Bible said? Okay, come on over. Let's see.
He was
Christ.
conceived by the Holy Spirit. I mean, Mary was conceived.
Okay, let's get that. Wait. No. Yeah. Hold on, just listen up. Hold on. We're gonna go Matthew 1:1. Pay attention.
Matthew chapter 1 verse 1. The book of the generation of Jesus Christ.
Now this is his generation, the book of the generation of Jesus Christ. Read.
The son of David, the son of Abraham.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna speed it up. We're gonna go straight to 16.
Matthew chapter 1 verse 16. And Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Jesus, who was called Christ.
Now, did you just hear that? So who was his father? Say it loud, don't be ashamed.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.